Hello everyone and welcome back to ESL Pro League, live from the Intel Esports Arena, where we are slowly working our way through our free series of the day. Big versus NiP was the opening game, and it went in favour of NiP this time. And it was actually Big's map pick as well, Cash being the one where we expected to see them perform quite well. Could have been a series where they might have actually been able to scrape a couple of extra points after beating FaZe Clan last night. We thought it would go that way, but it did not, Ben.
Yeah, it was a very scrappy game, which, you know, no team really had control of it until the second half, right? NiP, they had that clean sweep, what was it, 8-2 at one point in the second half. And Big, you know, they only started really playing the second half until it was a bit too late.
Yeah.
Right? There was already match point 15-10, got to 15-13, and they lose to a half bye with just Tech 9, CZs, Deagles, what have you. And it's just kind of disappointing, I guess, is one way of putting it. But at the end of the day, you've got another map, you can at least get 3 points from that, which, you can even it up in that way.
Yeah, that is true. And obviously moving on now for their second map, it's going to be a bit more of an interesting one. I don't know, NiP. They were looking better. Can they actually keep that going though? Is this newfound momentum, or is this just both teams having a little bit of an underwhelming start there in the beginning? Because it was very close, obviously Big win the half. We expect maybe more momentum to come through from them. Didn't really occur. God having a very, very slow start to the day as well. Just not performing, obviously, finding his first kill on the 15th round of the first half.
Yeah, when you consider you're winning that half as well,
yeah, it's
a bit of a rough one, but, you know, as an IGL, if it's the opposite situation, if you were the IGL and you have 25 kills and you're winning the half, like scraping it by, you're probably thinking, I can't keep this up. That's not going to happen. But second map train though, fun fact, they played each other the last time when it was the different lineups with Legia and Kiev and Draken Exist. NiP won 16-0. Yeah, and that was with Forest going 20-1.
Wow.
So
that's a little bit of a tidbit.
It's an interesting one. I don't think it'll happen again.
No. I can't imagine history will repeat itself in that manner with the changes in the players. Look at tabseN already. Yeah,
it was a 3-push towards Ali. And Forest, unfortunately, didn't quite get the info that tabseN was there. We're going to slowly see that rotate towards that inner bomb site there.
And he can just waltz in behind them this entire time. He's got a clear path. He's seen them. Big can set up for the play towards the B site off the back of getting this information. NiP, they might not have any idea as well that they've already been able to push in. Yes, Smooya trying to deny the smoke that will come down. God finds the first. Get Right has been popped. Smooya still just going for the little slow and steady calculated shots. Rez gets annihilated. That's the bomb down as well, Ben.
A very clean round.
Wow.
You know, perfectly read though, if you think about, you know, tabseN's movement there. He cleared out T-main, cleared out Ali. He was able to basically just tell his team, this is going to be a B play.
Yeah.
Just rotate over towards that. Smooya being as aggressive as he was, you know, he blocked a smoke, which did help. God was actually able to get a kill early on. He was then able to keep pushing that side. Tizian was then able to push the site as well. Really well played from them in the pistol round. And NiP, you can see no force by coming from them. They know they can actually buy next round. And it looks like they're just trying to waste some time, I believe, on this.
Could be doing a bit of an existence talk.
Potentially. God going for the pistol armor. Traditionally, you see the AWP go for that, don't you?
Normally.
I suppose Smooya, the leash has been broken. He's allowed to do what he wants right now.
Yeah, been set free, as he will just sprint up towards him, and he's got the MP9. I mean, if you can get in close range, the weapon can shred through players. They don't have any armor either, so could work out. Has fire support of God there, just playing the Overwatch from the back position close by Ivy. Oh.
Did spot him. But technically, Smooya doesn't need to force this issue. Like, it's all well and good to potentially try and get that $600 per kill. But at the end of the day, he can just keep saying, yeah, they're still around here. That's, yeah, I know that. And NiP seem very welcome to do the same thing. Although it will come down to, you know, the last 20 seconds or so where NiP needs to make a decision. Do we feed him the kills or do we try and just rush out A main? I feel like A main is the better call right now. And here it comes. Next, though, is another player with an MP9 outside. So while you're trying to avoid the $600, you could be just giving it to someone else anyway.
Diversifying your bonds.
Ooh.
Ooh. Dennis is going to find that headshot. Switches out. Still, they begin to go down. Lekro with a cheeky angle will actually get the kill on Smooya and save the MP9. 30 peeks back into the crosshair of Nex. And that's going to be a USP frag and close down the round. Really running down the clock on that one, though. It was definitely a slow affair.
Yeah, you could see the game plan from the get-go. You just They were very slow at the spawn. They were just jumping around a bit, hoping we'll waste all their grenades if we can. We know they're probably going to go SMGs, considering we have not actually decided to buy ourselves. And the buy does come through from NiP's side. 4 rifles available. Only the 1 Molotov on that side there. And Big do keep 2 MP9s, and they take ladder control very quickly. In fact, they take control and kind of just fade away from it because they'll know that we're close. We can pull back. Rez is getting absolutely nuked out the server. Didn't even get a chance to shoot back there.
Oof. Tabson keeps it going as well, Ben. That's a double kill converted into the triple. A little bit of gun game being played as he will grab himself the AK-47. The nade gets chucked out onto Get Right, who gets 1 frag on God B and is forced to retreat. Can he backstab here? Little game of ring around the rosies. A tissue. Get Right falls down.
Straight off the balcony. Sad time.
If there's blame, there's a claim.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Were you injured in a workplace accident, Ben?
Snods might have been.
He might have been, yeah.
Who knows? Tabson, though, he got 4 kills in that round. All headshots. Really, really aggressive team aim play from him. So 3-0 to Big. Things are looking really good for them. Nice little cinematic right there. Fresh.
Fresh off the presses from Jakey.
So it's a very scary sight, though, thinking about Tabson is playing well right at the start of this game. Because he was playing well last game, right? You know, Nex was there as well. But if you've managed to give him such a good flurry of kills in the first buy round, that means his confidence is going to be sky high. He'll be ready to take any battle he finds, especially with an AK.
Ooh, Smooya gets the first pick on Rez as well, and that does trigger the burst out, because they're going to trickle through. It's an easy adjustment for the headshot there from Smooya onto Lekro, and they're just being picked to pieces, Ben. Not really given an opportunity to do too much at all. Dennis will go down, as Nex will get the uppercut off with the AK-47. Bit of a flake special on that one.
I was going to say, there's a nice little pan onto the body there, isn't there? So Forrest picks up the AWP. So Smooya, he got 2 kills of that AWP that round. Godby's back to the AUG. So I guess he is truly tying it. Like, they must have tried that a few times in some sort of pracs, right? I say this is a decent map for it. Because, you know, you can utilise that scope. But one of the big things that people liked arguing about the AUG being a better gun than the M4 was that it's 4 shots to the body to kill. And when you're closer range, it's a 1-shot headshot. Train's not exactly going to give you that close range headshot.
No.
But you at least have scope, I suppose, is the other part. So I imagine this is going to be a B split via Ivy. If they were to go that way, though, they would be running into that AUG. Smooya opens up 1 kill onto Get Right. Already the man advantage, and NiP haven't really done anything this round. It's been very slow.
Smokes and flashes going to be going through to try and gain that control towards Ivy. Got B is there with the AUG. Not really going to find too much from it, though, as he just spam out the initial few shots.
Yeah, he gives that presence, though, doesn't he? You know, he's just spammed the bullets towards it. He smoked it up. Thankfully for NiP, Lekro does have the grenades to do the exact same thing that Forrest just did. You can see the smoke on one side, Molly the other. Lekro is able to move up because of that. Godby's ready to push straight through this. Like, you can see him lining up that flash. Flash comes through, but at the same time they're pushing straight into B, and it's just Smooya left here.
Yeah, Tizian goes down. Smooya has to try and get these kills as they push towards him, but Rez, very effective, sprinting in, gets that first kill with the AK. Looking accurate as ever. As Tabson and Co now have to rotate back through, and Rez just hungry for the frags, but it is Godby's AUG that overthrows them. Now then, back into a 2 versus 2. Got the site control, they're in the good post plants. They don't have any utility left though on either side, and it is an AWP versus AWP and rifle fight.
There's no kit, is the other issue. He's sticking the defuse. Forrest, as soon as he goes for the peek, he thinks it's a fake.
He might not face it, Ben.
It's been a 10-second defuse. It's going to be too late.
Oh,
he misses!
He misses!
If he lands that, let's round over 100%. That's a really unfortunate miss for Forrest right there. Not a good start to your AWP use of this match thus far. I imagine we'll see somebody else pick it up next, just because they seem to take turns with that.
It does feel like it's just sort of all over the shop on who actually wants to wield it.
I reckon it might be Lecro next.
Could be.
Yeah, I think I genuinely do think it does that, like the first, say, 4 or 5 rotations. And after that, usually Forest is the one who stays with it. So fast as he smokes, straight dump up, so 3 dump up, and next is going to be challenged. He's been shot by his teammate there.
Oh, is he the electrician though, Ben?
Oh,
a little bit of an awkward spam. But Tabson punishing, rips his way through one man with the AWP. There is going to be the response from Get Right as it's a 3 versus 3. Get Right just hungering for the frags to keep on pushing towards him. Smooth is the only one to actually get the advantage over him. But it is with the AWP. Spots the cross and gets the tag, Ben.
It's a good Molotov. It delays the actual planet for where to try and come through. But Dennis is so close. He's going to be pushing any second now, surely. Now it's just God B, who's he didn't play well first game. A lot better currently. And the long-range battle, the AUG wins!
Hey, whose org is this?
God B's.
God B's org.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
6 kills this map. I think he had 7 last game.
Yeah, 1 away from already beating that tally. And the org looking good. Effective stuff coming out.
The long-range battle, one of the main utility, or uses of it, comes through and it's 6-0 to big. They looked slow to start the last map, but they looked a lot stronger towards the end. And that apparently is pushing through into this one. And NiP, they just keep forcing. Like, they're fully just committed to this actual, we need to win some rounds. And AK and Get Right, just pistol surrounding it though. Tizian actually ran through his own fire there.
Oh, Tizian.
How's he not been hit?
I don't know, Ben. Somehow just dancing, everyone shooting at his feet as he did a little bit of a tippy tap.
Fully trying his best at a country dance right there. Grenades be pulled. Molly's coming in. Tizian, he's right in front of this. Surely not.
Oh, Tizian trying to stay alive and deal damage against this T side as he will be finding a nice little catalyst of frags. Tabson and Co going to come into effect as well. Smee with the final killing blow. Secondary AWP onto Dennis. 7-0.
I did say that we probably wouldn't see a 16-0 in favour of NiP.
However, we might see one in favour of Big.
Currently, that looks like it could be a thing that could happen. 007 Forest. Fully trying his best at doing a James Bond right there. Succeeding quite well.
Shaken. Not stirred.
That's how he's feeling right now. Very shook.
Yeah.
Because he was 1 flick away from guaranteeing their first round earlier on. The double drop is going to come through. Depends on when it comes through though. Nex is ready to fight this, if they do try and go for it. But instead it looks like the primary focus for the CTs are actually just trying to secure B upper. Like Tizian's lining up the flash. Tabson actually just dry peeks it. Fully gets control. Oh, does Get Right really feel the need to go for it? He does, and he falls because of it. It's another first kill for Big.
Yeah, it's a good early opener there from Tabson. Just holds the angle, gets the free kill. And things are really going wrong here. It's not looking great at all for NiP. Tizian as well, able to aggress to pick up the AK. So he can hold on to that one, slide it into his back pocket and keep it for a later date. Smooya brought down to 50 HP into this round, and NiP do begin to fall back, potentially going to set themselves up to go for the nade usage over by the A site. They have still got the smokes.
It's actually just gone dry out. They were getting ready to execute, but he's just gone out himself.
He doesn't need the utility, Ben. He's a one-man army as he's popping off, finding frags, but God B with the AUG. He is the auger, Ben.
Can he get anything else done with it? You can see him tapping away. He seems pretty comfortable with the bursts of it.
Oh!
From that perspective, it looks lethal.
Spartans, what is your profession? Auger.
That's very surprising. I feel like NiP is going to say they need tactical balls because how many gun runs are that now? 5 that they've lost so far?
Lost to the AUG.
They've literally lost multiple rounds to the AUG.
Yeah.
And got beat more kills than the last map.
He's found his secret.
Yeah, apparently train with an AUG.
That's the one.
That's the role he plays.
This
Favorite gun, AUG, not grenades.
Preferred weapon, AUG. License to AUG.
8-0 there. Very one-sided. Screenshot.
Screenshot, yeah.
Haven't unbound that one.
We heard. We know. I've heard that Steam sound.
So the half buy coming in, you see Dennis Going for an AK Kevlar because he had 2 kills in that round, so he had slightly better money. He'll be able to buy next round, but he figured I can get some use out of this. And just to think, like, he did just run out last round.
He just went
They were like talking about smokes, and he's just gone, I'm out, pop.
Yeah,
Killed 2.
we'll set up for the smokes. Dennis just going, I'm on site. I've killed 2. Oh, Smooya gets the contact but misses the early frag. He's forced to fall back, Ben.
Missed. The bomb's already backtracked, so he doesn't miss that one. Bomb down, backtracks. You've got to be thinking this is 9-0 as well. Dennis doesn't even get a chance for the AK.
No, not a chance at all. Everyone's just been picked to pieces. Forrest going to be the last man left alive. But in reality, he should fall, which he will. Overthrown there by Tabson. And it's 9-0 in favour of Big. They want to rewrite the history books. They want to walk away with this one very confidently.
Yeah, for comparison, that 16-0 that NiP won, there was no more than 6 kills on a player on Big during that game. It was a very, very one-sided affair. Like, Legio was top of the scoreboard. Now we're looking at something similar for NiP. I mean, Forrest 009 currently. When you consider how close he was to getting that kill, you know, when I think it was next defusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The timeline of the game could be entirely different.
Yeah, because that was what, the 3rd round,
Yeah.
I believe, or 4th round? Very early on.
Ooh, Smooya. Could be a bold angle to hold if the push comes through. 2 players there. Who is going to be peeking into the crosshair of the young Smooths? Forrest takes the firefight, goes down. Still just getting popped, Ben. He's got to be breaking his heart of confidence here.
And Gobby winning another firefight in main there. Res down to 2 HP. It's very interesting. He seems capable of bursting in instances where you'd normally think somebody would just start spraying with the gun.
He's been on the deathmatch with the AUG. He's been playing the aim DM.
Thing is, imagine dying to it, it'd tilt you.
I've been AUG'd.
Why is he using an AUG?
He just keeps AUGing me. Hey, I found this AUG. Whose AUG is this?
And Gobby comes around the corner. Mine?
It's my AUG.
2v4 though. Res is basically a non-entity here unless he's able to get an entry goal with that orb. Basically leaving it down to Lekra to get the information. Only 30 seconds as well. The last time they saw Lekra was at alley, which is why you can see Gobby is playing towards backtrack. But he's not playing to fight it, he's playing for the actual push into him. And the same thing for Tabson, gets the info, and they are having to commit to this, and Gobby just faces it.
Ooh. Unprecedented AUGing capabilities, Ben.
Apparently.
This man is an absolute riot with the AUG.
It's just so surprising, because last game we were kind of questioning it each time he bought it.
It was just sort of like, oh, he's bought an AUG. I reckon he's just had enough.
Yeah, it did feel like a tilt buy, didn't it?
Yeah.
But then he's bought it out now, and
it is the tilt buy.
Maybe maybe it is working, I guess. Fast A main rush by looks things coming up from NiP. Straight into the firing line of Big. No players killed yet. Followed instantly by Lekra going down. And Tabson, look how scared he is. All angles.
Oh, yeah, Tabson's block going to be knocked off there by Get Right. Smooya trying to play on the train. Luckily, you do have your commander-in-chief with the AUG firmly pressed in his hands. And what mischief can he unleash upon the T side this time? Tizian with a backstab as well. Smart read, finds the headshot, will take down Dennis. Can pop flash his way back out. Get Right's going to be holding it, but has to turn to try and counter the flash. A minute and 15 on the clock, though, Ben.
Tap comes through. And that is fully committed as well. Tizian should just be waiting for God B to make the move here. He can clear out the site. He has a smoke as well if they really want to go further on for it. Now it's just Forrest. Got his first goal of the game this round. And can't follow it up. 11-0. They're getting into positions where they can win the rounds. Like a 2v2 sort of thing. But they just can't convert from there, apparently.
And also the Clorg, Clan Leader
Yeah, Clan Leader Org, yeah.
Yeah, working very well for God B.
In-game clan Auger.
What is it? What is your role? Auger?
Look how many flashes NiP have got. Like, you know, it's all well
12,
and good
15,
to be
12.
landing those flashes, right?
My goodness.
But they're clearly not being able to use them, right? Like on the other side of things, you can just say Big are landing all the shots they need to, which is true. But, you know, when does that change? Because you can't consistently put that up with, you know, long enough. And NiP are just doing the same strat again.
And they're just running into the double AWP setup there. Easy kill can be found there from Big, looking like they want to try and get themselves the 12th round. At least there is a trade back. So it falls into a 3 versus 3. Get right with the spray down, annihilates Godby and Smooyus. They've lost their Auger and their Orpers. And that will be the first round picked up finally from NiP. Almost just a desperation round, going for the commotion, the aggressive A play.
I'm not too surprised, ultimately. Like, they were very close to winning that round last time. The fact they went for it again, you're not really expecting it. But it started off so horribly, though. They lost 2 people pretty quickly. And it kind of recovered just because of how far they managed. It was like lemmings, right? Keep throwing them in. Some of them will get through.
Well, did you know, Ben, that lemmings actually don't just follow each other to jump off cliffs? That was actually a myth made up by Disney. Yeah, Disney actually made that documentary. Yeah, and genuinely, they had set up a turntable so that lemmings would walk on and be pushed off the ledge and recorded it. And since then, it's been a huge misconception that lemons just follow each other off cliffs and die. That was actually a lie made by the Disney Corporation.
Don't know what to do with this information.
I just want people to know. I just want people to be aware that lemmings don't just jump off cliffs.
You're part of the union protecting lemming reputation,
I'm here for the LLC, the Lemmings Life Centre.
Sure. Godby. How many times have we seen Big get an opening round this game? I think it feels like 12 or 13 or something, right? Because it has been in their favour pretty much every round. Like, the only time I think it wasn't was that round where they were close to winning it. And get right, you know, that's a case of forcing the issue. Godby, look how confident he is. He's ready to just take a push into A main with an AUG.
But can he dog him with the AUG? Let's see.
Oh, he's getting flashed in, but he just walks straight ahead. Very unfortunate spray there. I thought that would kill normally.
Yeah, that's a big bit of damage done at least, though. I mean, he will go down, but they still have a huge advantage.
It's only 20 seconds left. This is the only chance. They have to go through Ivy. Smooya holding the angle. It's going to be a single flash from Rez.
Oh.
That will let him backtrack, but he's dealt with right there and then. 15 seconds. Forest needs to go fast.
It feels like it's over. It has to come down to Forest. He's got 22 HP, but he gets the frag, Ben. Can plant now as well. The nade's going to bounce in. The nade could kill him. Oh.
That was a heat seek.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The airstrike.
He's done that math, the geometry right there.
Predator missile inbound, Ben.
Yeah, easy kill.
Simple. Good to see the AUG coming back out.
12-1. And NiP, yeah, there's nothing really left of them, is there? Like, you've got Kevlar Helmet, Dennis and Rez. Smoke Sandwich, they're just going to be rushing outside again. This time, Next is actually willing to play close. So this could be really rough. As soon as he gets in for ladder, he can actually deal with them from the side very, very quickly.
Oh, Next. Wanted the tasty little headshot as well. Smooya going to be trying to defend them as the push will come through. He might be blind, and now he's dead. The pistol dinks from Tabs.
Oh, no.
They want to stab him, Ben.
He's been teamed.
Oh no, it's all starting to go wrong. The backstab from Tizzing going to come in. He realises the player are close to him. He gets the flick up, but above it will come down to Rez. But Godby with the AUG. He outsmarts the AWP. He had the auger hand.
Lecro was the one who got team killed on Cash as well.
Yeah, they really don't like him.
They kill somebody and they just shoot Lecro.
Guys, please.
He's dead.
Why have you shot me?
I called it.
Exiting B, Corey.
I've killed B. Nah, I've killed B.
Unlucky.
13-1. So they decided the outside rush is no longer working. Now commit 2 towards Ali. And Godby is there to fight them there. Look how aggressive this is. Forest doesn't have head armor either. That's a really good flash.
Oh, that's an AWP.
And the confidence was there for Godby though. He even took the fight against the AWP.
Yeah.
This teammate aggression for Tabson. I'm not too sure if it'll pay off based on the way. In fact, they're just walking past him.
Or Tabson.
He's not actually checked to his right.
Oh, Tabson.
He's made noise. That's really unfortunate.
Dennis has put that one on the tab. He'll pay that off later, Ben, after he wins the round, as the push is going to come out towards the A site. A minute on the clock. Flashbang's going to go through. Next, dazed and confused. That bomb should go down. Get right with a tasty little headshot as well. And this round is looking glorious. At the very least, they will get themselves 2 rounds at the end of the half here. Smooya, what more can he achieve? Is there any possibility here of the 1 versus 4? It would be incredibly outrageous. Misses the initial contact. You can't help but feel like it's going to slip away from him now. Does punish Get Right, but it's only a matter of time as he extends out. The angle will be found. Dennis comes in from the rear, punishes him. And that is a 13-2 half in favour of Berlin International Gaming.
I did like when you said that yesterday. And
Snods had no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, no idea. What else was it going to stand for? There's not many versions of, like, I'm trying to think, like...
Bears in garments.
Bears in garments.
Yeah, versus ninjas in pyjamas. Bears in garments and ninjas in pyjamas.
It's like a weird battle. Oh, look at that cinematic.
Wow. That's fresh again. Another Jake Elton original.
Yeah, very nice little... Needs to clean those windows there.
Need that? Yeah, they're a bit smudged. Looks like a bird could have flown into it.
And that room, technically, it doesn't lead to on the outside, and that's us right there casting the game with a barbecue.
Yeah,
that's where we get the good POV.
That's what we actually are, casting in virtual reality.
Yep. In the Intel Esports Arena on top of Pop Dog.
Mm-hmm. The Intel Virtual Arena.
Yeah, so 13-2 though, it's like... I would always favour this map towards big, anyway. Just because I feel like Smooya, he's able to run around quite a bit. But he's not been the one that's been big impact in the map so much.
No.
It's been pretty much every other player. Like, they've all been doing pretty well. Nobody's had a lesser game.
Well, that is kind of the thing with the double AWP setup on Train CT side, is that even if both of you are very formidable AWPers, one of you is going to get pushed, one of you is going to pop off. And it's just sort of been, unfortunately, he hasn't really had much of a chance to do anything too flashy with his AWP. But still, 13-2, we're back into it now.
I think the smoke towards the edge just come through, and Tizian's doing the same on right side of bomb. It's going to be fast down ladder, but Rez is here to actually fight it. Single flash will come through from God B in a second. Just waiting for him to throw it. Here it comes. It actually misses.
The timing as well, Ben. They get out. Oh, it's so awkward. Him and Get Right will only find one frag apiece. There are trades coming back in their favour. Get Right as well, brought down to just 10 HP. But can they salvage this one? God B charging in.
So aggressive.
I know, just sprinting. Wants to burst them down. They're finding the headshots. And it's all up to Lekro. No one alive to team kill him today. So can he survive? No. He will still go down, but this time to an enemy. Next, we'll find the frag with the Glock. And that is 14-2. Very, very scary. At most, this will be a match point game here for Big before NiP have a chance to get revenge.
NiP are actually going for the force buy as well. So they're not thinking of that with their overtime. They know if we want to try and get a point out of this game, we need to start winning now. Because from 15-2, that's such a big ask from the team.
It's real hard.
You may as well try and force the issue here. It is just Get Right towards B and God B. He was always aggressive last half. And he is aggressive this half as well, but looks things. Instantly going to fake towards B on his own. Get Right is here with a UMP and armor though. The question is Rez going to go aggressive? This Molso should force him out. Should be a free kill for them.
Oh, he's burning. He took a lot of damage from that molly.
Yeah.
Oof. At least he's actually been able to hold towards mid. I mean, Lekro and Rez have found a killer piece. Forest as well comes into action, so the force up from NiP has definitely been the correct call to make. Oh, the dink next. Really left almost lifeless, and they do find him. Shooting at his toes. Got B now just with a Galil.
Damaging everyone.
Wow. He's tagging him up then. He's been able to upgrade to the AK, but no, Lekro from the elevated angle will bring the death from above.
A very awkward round from Big. Right, so God B had this whole plan there. I'll fake towards B. He forces Rez not out of Pop Dog, but at least forces him to show he's there. And from there, they just kind of got picked off. You know, there was a lot of angles they were taking, which they probably shouldn't have. And now they're kind of awkwardly buying because of that reset after technically losing the second round after winning the pistol. They all got 1400 for losing that one. You can see some deagles being bought. No armor though. So it's a very awkward situation. Gobby's trying to force the rush, and he does actually get the grenades out. Really well played though. In the long run of this round though, you've got to think it's just relying on deagles, and that's a very good start for it. Nearly followed up with another one. However, Forrest says no.
Ooh. Tabson going to get obliterated there by Forrest as these kills are coming through. Big spam onto Papa Smoo as well. Luckily enough, God B's there to try and save the day with the Tech 9. I mean, it is a 3-on-3, but they're so weak. And it is all on Smooya. No chance for Owen Butterfield as he will be picked off. And NiP pick up the 4th round. It goes 14-4. NiP, they have good firepower now as well. They're saving those AKs. They've got the UMP to play with. The M4 buys have come back in. And Big seeming like they're just going to reinvest into the pistols. Got B. He loves the Tech 9.
He does seem keen for it, doesn't he? I remember, oh, it was on Tuesday actually, because you mentioned, like, I was thinking about the Tech 9.
Yeah.
And God B was the one who brought it out first. So he seems very experimental with the guns that have been changed a bit, right?
Yeah, so he's the only one I've seen that has bought Tech 9s, 5.7s, Krieg and Orc. So he's bought all of the weapons.
Full array. Quite an interesting one. I mean, he's always been quite methodical when it comes to thinking about the game. So perhaps he feels like if things are cheaper, it means we can potentially get buys out earlier or be able to get more involved in the game at a cheaper price.
I suppose it's worth as well, like, I mean, historically, he's always been a player that's looked at any edge he can physically get out of the game. He will try and bring to the table, right? We saw that obviously quite famously with the jump bug.
Oh yeah, on Inferno.
Yeah, was an interesting one.
Yeah. It's 14-5 though. That Big have another buy round in. It's a pure rifle buy round though. I do love seeing that grenade, although he wasn't landing it every single time he did it before though. It was kind of creeping over the red train. I think it's meant to land on X, or at least near the X on the bomb site train. So NiP, they've gone for team main control this round. They did a lot of grenades towards it. Forrest got the control. And the smoke that I think was meant to go in towards the actual entrance missed. Which results now in Tabson taking a little look, and he knows they probably won't be playing this as they have missed the smoke. Oh, it's an awkward spray. That's a really awkward spray. 9 times out of 10 there he gets the kill. No issue.
Unfortunately, just the one time in the moment he does not. But they are going to try and take that map control. Lekra from the elevated position does try and spam down, gets a couple of tags off, but he's so exposed, Ben. He's been slain from the rear. Tabson will push in, get that critical frag, and now they can swarm out. Forrest has so much to do and will start to kick it off, but didn't realize there was a second man in position next with the trade kill, and it's now a 3 versus 4. A site is in peril.
There are kits on every player alive though for NiP. A lot of grenades available on Dennis. And that spam from Smear kind of shook Get Right a bit there. The retake needs to be coming in the next few seconds. There's only one smoke available for the T side. No flashes, no molotovs, nothing else. It's going to be a pure gunfight.
Ooh, next with a kill, going to take down Rez. Get Right as well, comes back through. Get Right double down! But Smuya will be able to save the day. It is only up to Dennis now. And Smuya redeems himself from the shaky start into that round, Ben. Makes it go 15-5. NiP, they can reinvest into this, and they need to. They've got to pump all that money in. No more room for mistakes, Ben. Just do or die.
I would be surprised if we saw something quite quick from Big here. Although, like in the past, this team has been quite methodical. They play really slowly. They have a nice set default. The only reason I expected something potentially quick from them would be to try and catch NiP off. And NiP have actually gone for a double AWP as well. I do like this setup towards Ali though. As soon as Forrest gets the contact, he would be able to push up. Thanks to Lekra. But the first kill comes across. Rez takes Tabson down towards the team main. The Molotov close comes through, and that'll actually force the push. That's a really good Molotov. But unfortunately, you know, Rez gets that advantage straight back again.
The round is slowing down ever so slightly as well. A lot of utility being used from NiP. I mean, they only have one smoke left, Ben, and that's just on Get Right, and he's actually got it pulled, ready to throw it when they do get contact.
I was going to say, did he actually spot the player moving around? Molotov's going through. Dennis bailed out by Rez again, but next gets that trade. Can't really get out of ladder right now until the player comes to help him. Oh! They know there's a player rotating from ladder, but do they know Dennis is on site still?
This could be sickening. If he gets the follow-up headshot, the entire round could fall apart. Ooh. Just depends on the timing. He almost sees his elbow, gets the spray down. Get Right is get gone. And that is the win for Big. They're going to be able to shut it down. They win the game. And that does mean they split the series. 3 points picked up by either team there, Ben. And Big, where was that level of display on the first map?
I'm not too sure, really. When you consider, I guess it was a case of like slow starters, right? First map, it was back and forth rounds, which was scrappy as anything. No team had a hold of it. And then Big got into the game a bit too late.
Yeah.
They start off phenomenally this game. You know, what was it, 10-0 at one point? And from then on, you kind of knew they're probably going to win this game just because they're landing all the shots needed, and NiP doesn't seem to get a footing again.
Yeah, it seemed like they were just completely running away with it. Very effective stuff there, and they lock it down. I mean, fair play. That's a deserved win for Big. What's your final thoughts on this series, Ben?
NiP were happy to get 3 points on the board, right? Because currently they were sitting 13th, as we mentioned. They'll at least be able to get some points from this game and hopefully build from that, because otherwise they're in peril.
Yeah, they will be. Well, we'll try it and see what is going to go down with our second series of the day after the break. In the meantime, enjoy the replays, and we will see you there.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Vodafone, The Road to Odense, Betway, MSI, Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, Mountain Dew League, and ESEA.